This is this is GBUSD. I'm going for a buy here. I want to go in for a buy now. Why am I going in for a buy here? No, we are in a bullish trend, right? We are in a bullish trend. What did I say about when the market is trending to the upside? When the market is trending to the upside, what you want to be doing is buys, more of buys. You want to be going. This is what happened. This is what happened. Yeah. This is what happened here. Now, price is currently at a psychological level of 1.33250, and we are seeing a a bullish flag here, which means there should be a possible push to the upside. Now, if you look at the market based on the period separator here, you see that for 3 days now, today making it the fourth day, market has not really given a clear trend on GBUSD. Market has given us a good trend, in as much as from the higher time frame we are bullish. It's actually still possible that market might still give us a reason why we should market might still give us a reason for us to sell, right? Market might still give us a reason for us to sell. Now I want to show you guys something. You see, from this point here, apart from this, what happened there, from here market has been kind of, if you look the overall movement here, you see that the market has been kind of consolidating to the downside, and possibly you can see that price have created what we call the bullish flag here. So there can actually be a push to the upside, but we want to take action at a significant point. Now, where are those significant points? Psychological level here. This is a minor psychological level, which price might still kind of react. Price have already been reacting to it for a very long time, so price can still react here and push the upside. But for us to take advantage of the market at a major level, and where is that major level? Major level is the psychological level of 1.33500. This is the major psychological level. This level is major psychological level. So whatever is going to bring price back to this point, we should be looking to drop to the downside. So before then, we see price reacting to this is London section, and we see price reacting to this level. Now let's go to the 15 minutes time frame, see what's happening, what's really happening there. Now from the 15 minute time frame, price is already reacting to this level here. Reaction here, price came here, he reacted to it, and you can see price pushing to the upside. And one thing you guys have to know is this: when the market is bullish, you have to follow the trend of the market. Doesn't matter the signal it gives you from a lower time frame, just make sure you follow the trend of the market. Follow where the market is going. If the market is going to the downside, you follow to the downside. If the market is going to the upside, you follow it to the upside. But it's already the end of the year, so market doesn't give that, how do they call it, market doesn't give that clear move. You can see there has been a lot of consolidation already in the market, a lot of consolidation. Even though from the daily time frame we are bullish, tell you really never can tell. So this market should push to the upside to this point. This market should push. If you look very carefully, you can see that price have already created a W pattern here. So there are possibility market might push to here, but I'm not taking chances here. I'm not taking any charges here. So now moving up to GBJPY, let's see what the GBJPY chart has for us. GBJPY is trending already. It has break out a major psychological level of 20800, 20800, 20800. So, and what does that mean for us? It means that this market could actually keep buying. Now, we didn't take advantage of this move because the market didn't give us a retracement. I didn't mean it was a retracement. I think I would have taken advantage of it, but there was no retracement. So price is now heading to another major psychological level, which is 20500. So let me edit this. Let me edit this. Let me edit this. So you guys know me, I'm a psychological level trader, and this is how I trade every single day. So price should be heading to this other level here. This is where market is heading to. That's where market is actually heading to. So you have to take advantage of it only when the market retraces, guys. It's only when the market retraces that's when you take advantage of the market, because this market is bullish and you don't want to sell. I repeat, you don't want to sell when the market is buying. I don't want to buy when the market is selling. This is just the secret of trading. Follow the trend of the market. That's just how you can take advantage of the market. Follow the trend of the market. So that's that for that. So I'm going to touch US. Let's see what we are looking at for on US 30 here. So we're looking at for on US 30. This thing is not clicking. Let me see. US 30. Okay. I think US 30 might actually push to the upside, probably, but I don't trade US 30 at. Okay, this could be a buy. This is going to be a buy because I made my analysis and I thought this market is going to drop down. It's going to drop down, but we are not trading US 30 now. We are waiting for the volatile moment. We are waiting for volatility to come to the market. You can see these bearish candlesticks with the momentum in it. It shows that this market might drop probably, but at the same time you just have to react to price. You don't have to do based on your prediction. Always react to what price is telling you, not what you think, because looking at this could be a possible head and shoulder. You can see this could be the left shoulder and this should be the right shoulder. So I'm waiting for price to break down, retest, and we drop to the downside. So guys, this is all what I have for you. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I want you to do well to subscribe to my channel and also turn on your notification bell so that you'll be notified whenever I drop a video like this. um it's really crazy, yeah, what market is doing here. It's really crazy what market is doing here, because I know now US 30, if you should know, US 30 is like one of the best pair when it comes to volatility. And when trading US 30, you just really need to have a good knowledge of trading. You need to have a system already, because the volatility that comes with US 30, it's something that if you are not knowledgeable enough, you're going to lose your money, you're going to blow your account. So whatever you do, make sure as a beginner you go for a more accessible pairs like GBUSD, like Euro USD. But if you want to go for US 30, you have to make sure you are already good at trading forex pairs. You're already good at trading forex pairs, because if you want to come for US 30 when you are still a beginner, I tell you, you're going to lose your money, because the US 30 is very, very volatile, and those times that US 30 are volatile are like the New York session. I always time it. I trade US 30 a lot, and I would bet with you that US 30, whenever it's 2:30, you see 2:30 and 3 o'clock, there's always a heavy volatility on US 30. 2:30 p.m. Nigerian time and 3 o'clock p.m. There's this volatility that happens. This volatility happens by 2:30. From 2:30 to 3 o'clock, there's always a reversal. There will always be a reversal. Now, what do I mean? 2:30, the volatility will start, and if this volatility that starts, the market push to the downside, just wait till 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock, the market is going to reverse to the upside. And one thing I love doing is, like, I love trading more of the 3 o'clock volatility. Why? Because the 3 o'clock volatility is stable, more stable. You can actually take advantage of it and relax your mind. But the volatility that comes by 2:30 p.m., that one, it's very, very rough. The 2:30 volatility, it's very, very rough. It's very hard for you to even like take advantage of it, unless you want to scalp. You are very good at scalping. It's very, very volatile by 2:30. That's one thing about US 30. By 2:30 is very, very volatile. So what I normally do is that if I don't see opportunity before the 2:30, I like entering my trade by 2 o'clock or 1:30 New York session when it comes to US 30, because when it's exactly 2:30, you can't take advantage of it anymore, because volatility is very, very high. So if you didn't see any opportunity between 1:30, 2 o'clock on US 30, what you have to do is that wait till 3 o'clock p.m. Don't trade by 2:30 on US 30. US 30, you can't trade it by 2:30, because 2:30, that moment, it's very, very volatile. Unless you want to risk your money, you want to like, okay, you feel like you are good, or you just want to play around. Wait till 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock, the trend should be stable by that time. Then you look for opportunities. So um one thing about this thing is that when you get used to US 30 charts, like when you start trading and you get used to it, you will never leave it. You will never leave US 30, because it's a very sweet pair. It's a very sweet pair. And me, I'm this kind of a trader that I don't like holding position for a very long time. I'm a day trader, and if I go in a position, any trade that takes me more than 3 hours or 4 hours, I don't like that kind of a trade. That's why I normally target sections. I calculate section, and that's the more reason why I don't trade much pairs, because I want to get used to how these pairs move, the time they are volatile, because I don't like holding position too long. So I wait for when these markets are volatile. When those are the moments I take advantage of it. I don't trade because I just want to trade. I trade with timing. It's very, very important. This is one of the essential knowledge every trader should have. Timing is essential knowledge. I've been finding it difficult to really understand pairs till when I start studying timing. Timing is one of the criteria for you to be profitable, because when you know the moment, the time a pair is volatile, a time the pair moves, it will give you more advantage for you to take on that pair. Now, what am I really saying? Now, looking at US 30, let's go US 30. You can see this time frame. You can see from this is London section. You can see the move from this period separator. Now, from this point here, you can see how the market is moving on US 30. Very slow, very sluggish. Now imagine you taking a trade on this pair London section. Just imagine how long. Like, it's going to be so frustrating. It's going to be very, very frustrating that you enter into a position by this time, this London session, even though is is, even though you take that trade here, just imagine how long, how many candles have been printed here already, and the market is still in one position. This is the reason why I say timing is very important. No matter how promising it is on US 30, I don't trade it in the morning, I don't trade it London session. I wait between 1:30 to 2 o'clock. If I don't see opportunity those moments, I wait after the volatility, which is 2:30. Then 3 o'clock I look for positions. Then between 3, 4, 5, 6, US 30 is very sweet. Although that moment is the sweetest moment because the market move in one single direction. So guys, I'm still gonna recheck. Let me recheck this. Let's check on GBP USD again. GBUSD. GBUSD. Let's check on USD. So I'm going to start from the 4-hour time frame. Let's see what we are looking at on GBUSD. Uh, GBUSD. The network is taking. Okay, now network. Uh, network. Okay. Now looking at the chart right now, if you know me too well, you know that I love trading psychological levels. Psychological levels. I love psychological levels a lot, and this is how I trade. This is just basically how I trade psychological levels. And one thing people don't really know is that psychological level is one of the most powerful tools when it comes to trading. Psychological level is one of the most powerful tools when it comes to trading. Now, some person might ask, why don't you use support and resistance? Why don't you use demand and supply zones? Now, I have a basic knowledge of all these things, but I come to realize that psychological levels are those levels that really, really work. This is GBUSD. Now, all this level that I've drawn now, I want to take you back. Look at this level. You see that price have been reacting to this level a lot more than even me drawing a support and resistance zone. Now let me take you back. Looking at this point here, see how market has been reacting to these levels. Now look at how price have been reacting to the levels I've drawn. Just take a very look at it. You will see that market reacts to these levels. These are psychological levels, and whether you like it or not, there's always a reason why market reverse from a point. There's always a reason. The market is not random, so you don't have to trade it randomly. Now I love support and resistance too, but the problem there is that always want a more precise, I always want to take a more precise decision in the market. And knowing that psychological levels has to do with the way human being think. They always want to, like, human beings always want to make things in equilibrium. They always want to balance things. Now looking at this psychological level of 1.33500, you see how market has been reacting to that level. There has been a lot of rejection at that point. People have been really curious what would really happen at that point, and the market has been rejecting. Whenever market gets to that point, it rejects. Whenever market comes to 1.33500, there's always a rejection. This is to tell you that there are reasons why market is reacting to that point. That psychological levels. Buyers and sellers, they are contemplating what will really happen at that point. If you go back to history, you will see that market have also reacted already at that same point. This is just how it works. And whenever it comes to GBUSD and US 30 and GPJPY, I love using psychological levels on them, and it has been making me win a lot of my trades. Now let me go to the 1 hour time frame. Let me show you a more precise diagrams of how price reacts to these levels. Now This is the 1 hour time frame. So let me put this in the landscape mode. This is landscape mode. Now I'll always I'll always advise every beginner to always take advantage of psychological levels. I'm not saying everything must work for you. What works for me might not work for you, but I have to tell you my honest truth. I've tried all those things. I've tried support and resistance, and I've also tried ICT. After all, my mentor, the person who taught me how to trade, is an ICT trader, but it really did not work for me. What works for me is my pattern of price action merged with psychological levels. This is just what works for me, and this is what I love more. So this is to tell you that I have a good knowledge of how the ICT theory works. I have a very good knowledge of how it works. So, but I still choose to use my own system. I want to use my own system. I want to use what works for you, because at the end of the day, you just have to make money. If you know all these things and you don't make money, what's the essence? As long as you understand what you're doing and you know that you can make money with this, then what are you now complicating yourself? Why are you complicating things? Why are you looking for more strategy when you just need to like work on yourself and start making good money for yourself. Now this is GBP USD 1 hour time frame. Now look at these levels. Look at this level, 1.33250. See what price is doing around this point now. What do you think is going to happen here? Now a lot of you now think this market is going to buy. A lot of you think this market is going to push up to this point, right? Now price is in a channel. Now this channel is like a retracement for the main bullish move. I don't like trading against the trend. I don't like trading against the trend. I always advise, don't trade against the trend. These are the secrets. These are the secret of trading. Don't trade against the trend. If the market is buying, you buy. If the market is selling, you sell. And I won't advise any trader to be analyzing from the 1 hour time frame, from the 15 minutes time frame. This is not how to take advantage of the market. Make your analysis from the daily time frame and the 4 hour time frame. Use what you see from the 4 hour time frame to trade from the 15 minutes time frame. Use what you see from the daily time frame to trade from the 15 minutes time frame. Don't start analyzing from the 1 hour time frame. Don't start analyzing from the 15 minutes time frame, because you're going to lose your money. Whatever happens on the 15 minutes time frame, they are all manipulation. And if you feel that you are right, then just know that you are on your way to losing your account. The market right now is kind of consolidating for a very long time. You can see from this point for like 3 days now. 3 days, this is the fourth day. The market is just consolidating at one place. And this consolidation, don't think that this market is bearish, because a lot of persons will think that this market will drop. No, this market will not drop. The overall trend of this market is bullish. So whatever thing you're doing, have it in the back of your mind that whatever market is doing there is just consolidation. This market is going to push. It's going to push massively. It might not be today, it might not be tomorrow, it might be next tomorrow, but one thing you should know, that this market is going to push. So wait for the right moment. Wait for the market to come down to the right place, to the right level. The market might actually react at the psychological level of 1.33 thousand. The market might actually react at this same level where it is, which is 1.33250. But I love it when the market comes to a major psychological levels. Now, one thing you should know for scalpers, if this market gets to 1.33500, there's a higher possibility that this market is going to drop down again, because this level market have been reacting to it. And you can see how I build it. It's a very strong level. Market reacts to it, yeah. Reaction here, yeah, reaction here. And you can see there was a kind of rejection at this point, and the market just keep moving that way. market keep moving that way. So one thing you should know, that wait for the right timing and take advantage of the market. Now, um let's go to GPJPY, which is my best pair. GPJPY is already pushing. Is pushing to the upside massively. Now, I didn't take advantage of this market. Why didn't I take advantage of this market? Now, I have a belief. I have a system of trading, which is I normally buy when the market is low and I sell when the market is high. Now, what does that mean? You buy when the market retraces and you sell when the market retraces as well. Now, when the market is pushing to the upside, you can't take advantage of that market till that market retraces for you to continue to the upside. And when the market is pushing to the downside, you can't take advantage of the market that moment. Wait for a retracement to the upside for you to take advantage of the market to the downside. Now, looking at what market is doing here, I normally enter my trade on GPJPY from London section. I love London section when it comes to GPJPY. Now, London section open. What happened? Now, this is what happened. London section open at this point. You can see London. This is where London section open at this candle here. This candle before this volatile candle. This candle here. This is where London section open. London section opens here. They have I wish London session open here and it retraces down to this level. I would have buy up. But London session opens here and you can see volatility already pushing to the upside. I don't enter this kind of a trade. If I really want to enter this trade, I'll wait for this market to come down here. And whether you like it or not, market is going to react to this level, which is 208.500. Market is going to react to this level. Whether you like it or not, there will be a strong rejection. Market cannot just break this point. Just watch now. Market cannot just break. Market will not just break this point. There might be a little bit and a push up, but I'm waiting for the best retracement, which is price retracing down to this point. Then I go in for the buy. Now, looking at the history of GPJPY, this is my best pair. For you guys that know me very well, this is my best pair, and I don't joke with it. GPJPY reacts to psychological levels very, 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 very good. It's even better than GBUS when it comes to psychological level. So I love GPJPY very, very well because it reacts to psychological levels, and this is just one thing you should know. Many people find it difficult to trade GPJPY because they use support and resistance and it looks so kind of complicating. But one thing you should know, that GPJPY is one of the sweetest pair after GPUSD. GPJPY is one of the sweetest pair. Now, the only way you can take advantage of GPJPY is London section. I'm not saying you can't trade GPJPY New York session. You can trade it. You can also trade it at Asian section. But if you look at the best moment, if you ask me what is the best moment to trade GPJPY, I'll always tell you is London section, because London section volatility is very sweet, very clear. It has a good direction that when it comes to New York session or Asian section. When I started trading GPJPY, I was trading more of Asian section, and it really mess me up because I don't have time to sleep well, and it has really been affecting me. Then I start working on adjusting it, and at the process of adjusting it, I come to realize that when it comes to London session, GPJPY is very good at it. There's always a very strong volatility on GBP Now, let's go to the 4-hour time frame on GBP. This is how I analyze my trade. Let's go to the 4-hour time frame on GBP. The 4-hour time frame. The volatility is already starting. Now, looking from the overall trend of the market on GBP, you can see the push. I actually take advantage of this move last week. Last week I only take 2 trade. This move here, I bought this market here, a 1 to 2, which is just how I trade, 1 to 2. I don't go for 1 to 3. If I want to like do too much, I go for a 1 to 2.5. I don't go more than that. It's just how I trade. I don't go for too much profit, and this is the best thing you should do. Don't go for too much. Don't always time your trade, and always make sure you have this mentality of following the trend. Always follow the trend no matter how it is. Look at how this market is now. It's trending to the upside. No matter the signal I got for a sell, I will never take it. I'll always wait for a signal for buy because the market is trending. Look at it. The market has been trending from for how many weeks now? From this point, the market has been trending to the upside. So you don't want to be selling when the market is trending. Now, let's see. Let's see. There's no retracement here to even take advantage of this market. No retracement on GBP JPY. There's no retracement at all. So the market is just pushing up. There's no retracement. No retracement. No retracement. Now, I let me just bring this up. Let me just bring this up. On 15 minutes time frame is where I normally look for my confirmation. Now, this is the trade I took. Now, why did I take this trade? This that was last week. Let me just explain why I took this trade. This trade now, where you see this arrow. Now, what happened? The market is was bullish. This market was bullish. Hmm? And having this in mind that I must always follow the trend of the market came to this psychological level of 206 250. What happened? I waited for a confirmation. Now, what is my confirmation? I have a moving average here. And what do I normally do? I always wait for this moving average to cross over this blue line. And whenever the candlestick close above it, I normally take my trade. So this is where I took that trade from. I took the trade from here. This point, this is where I took my buy from. Let me bring out this tools. This is where I took my buy from. I bought from this point. My SL was around this point here. I always go for a 1 to 2. This was where I put my SL, like 300 points, which is 30 pips. 30 pips is 30 pips. And I went for a 60 pips. It was 60 pips now. So this was it. So you can see I smashed TP on this trade. Even though this trade took me like I think almost 3 hours. I think almost 3 hours. I hold this position for almost 3 hours because the market was kind of consolidating. There was no clear candlestick, there was no good momentum. The market was just moving slowly, 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 slowly. But at the end of the day, I smashed TP on this trade. Yes, I smashed TP on this trade. And this is the system I've created for myself. This is the system I created for myself. And if you join my Telegram channel, if you are on my Telegram channel, you see that I give the trade like in a day. The trade I can give in a two trade because I don't trade much. In a week, I might just take 3 trade or highest 4 trade in a week, and that is it. I am okay. Sometime in a day, I can just take 1 to 2 trade. This is just how I trade because at the end of the day, we want to make money. It's not all about taking too much trade. I always advise it's not all about taking too much trade. No, you don't have to take too much trade. What you just have to do is just get a system, get a setup that you believe on, and wait for the right moment. When the market, when you take a position, when you take a trade at the right moment with your setup, it gives you a high probability. That's one thing I keep telling people. Wait for the right timing, number one. Number two, follow the trend. These are the two major things you should always do whenever you open your chart. Wait for timing. It's either you are trading London section or you are trading New York section, but always wait for it. Me, I trade section opening, London session opening, New York session opening. I wait for my time. It's very, very important. Don't trade because you just I just love people. You see somebody wake up by 8, 10, 11, 12. You are waiting for setup. You are killing yourself. Forex is not supposed to be stressed. Forex is here to give you freedom, not to not to put you in bondage. So you come into this game because you needed freedom. So why abuse your sleep because of you are waiting for setup? Why don't you just wait for the right timing? London session, you wake up. London session is actually good when it comes to Nigerian because it's almost the same time, 8 o'clock. So you just wait for it. When it's London session, you take advantage of the market. You wait for setup. Take advantage of the market instead of you abusing your sleep. Sleep that you're going to take your time to sleep and enjoy yourself. You wake up in the morning and think well. You use it to be waiting for setup. No, that's not how you trade. And now let me go back. So I want to just show you how this my system works. So based on the western time here, what shows here is 9 o'clock. Why is 8 o'clock? The New York session, London session in Nigeria is 8 o'clock, but on the chart here it's 9 o'clock. So wherever I see 9 o'clock, just know that it's London section. So I'm just going to tell you how I take advantage of this market at London section. Now, this is from Asian section point here. The market started Asian section and it moves and moves and move and move and move and move. All this time, I'm not on the chart because it's not London section. The market keep moving, keep moving, keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. And by this time, I'm already on the chart waiting for London session open and waiting for setup. Now, boom, it's already 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock is London session just open, and I want to take advantage of the market. Now, the criteria have already been made, which is price has already break below my blue line here. You can see this is my blue line. Market have already break below it before the London section open. What I do is that I now take my trade from this point here. This is where I take my trade from. I take my buy from my sell from this point here. Then my SL a little bit above this structure. Always have this in mind. Put your SL a little bit above structure. And when you're putting your SL, always target 20 to 30 pips. Your SL shouldn't be more than 30 pips. If your SL is more than 30 pips, then you are doing too much. Your SL shouldn't be more than 30 pips. Now, taking myself from this point, my TP will always be 1 to 2. 1 to 2. This is 267 points. 267 points is actually 26 pips. Know this. 267 points is 26 pips. 26 pips. So it's not even up to 30 pips. So my TP will be around I think my TP will be around 50 something, which is, let me just say, okay, 546 points, which is like 54 points. So I'm going to use 54 points, which is a 1 to 2. So imagine if I took this trade now from this point here, London section. You see how fast it is. How many candle? How many candle? You have to count it with me. This is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just 8 candle. 15 minutes candle, 8 candle, and you're out of the trade. You now have time to do other things. Your mind is already out of the chart. You are already doing other things because TP have been smashed. Because why? You time your section. You entered at the right timing. You enter when there's momentum, when the momentum is coming into the market. Imagine imagine you enter this trade around this point now. Like you enter this trade around this point. Just imagine you enter this trade around this point. How long will it take you before the session open and market moves? It's going to take you a very long time. This is just how basically it is. Now I'm still going to give you another example based on my system. So one thing you should know, that there will always be losses and there will always be win. But one thing you should be doing is that make sure your wins are more than your losses. Your wins are more than your losses. Now let's go again from the London section opening. Now we waited. It's 8 o'clock. You can see 8:45, 9 o'clock. London open. Now you wait for your confirmation. Now what is your confirmation? You want to see the candlestick close below your blue moving average, right? You want to see your candle close below your blue moving average. Now this is it. This is the candle that closed below your blue moving average. And what do? You go in for the sell. This is where you go in for the sell. This is it. And your SL above structure board. No matter how it is, don't allow your SL to be more than 30 pips. So I'm going to be using 30 pips here. So my target will be 60 pips. 60 pips. So this is it. The market move with the momentum, keep moving, and the next thing the market start reversing. Now, when will I go out of this market? Look very closely here. Let me bring out this. Look very closely at this point. The same thing that happened there when I entered this trade is the same thing that happened there again. What happened here now? The market closed above the blue line again. Exited my trade. This is what we call risk management. A lot of persons say that indicator doesn't work, indicator doesn't work. That's when you don't know how to use it. When they talk about using indicator, it doesn't mean that you have to trade based on indicators. Indicators are just confirmation. You don't have to analyze with indicator, trade with indicator. If you check from my one daily time frame to my 4 hour time frame to my 1 hour time frame, you will never see indicator. You only see indicator on the 15 minutes time frame. Why? Because I use it as confirmation. I don't trade, I don't analyze with indicator. I use indicator for confirmation. I use it to my advantage. So this is one thing you should know. Indicator will help you. You won't apply emotion because as a human being, whether I like it or not, there will always be emotions. There will always be emotion. Now this indicator helps me a lot. It helps me to trade with no emotion. I only enter my trade whenever I see this confirmation with these indicators. This is just how I trade. Indicator helps me a lot, but I don't analyze with indicators. Now still going to give you more examples of how this thing works. Let me take you back. I'm still going to give you more examples. I think let me add some psychological level here for the sake of this video. Adding more psychological level. Now first of all, let me show you something. Look at this point where price reacts to. Now you have to say, why is price reacting to this point? People will say it's supply and demand. Some person will say support and resistance. Some person will say a lot of things, different, different strategies and whatever. But me, I say there is a reason why price reacted here, which is psychological level. Psychological level. Now, let me show you something. I'm going to edit this, so I'm going to show you something. I'm going to show you why price reacted to that point. I'm going to show you why price reacted to that point. Now look at it. See this. Now look at what happened there, guys. You see what happened? You see that price actually reacted to this psychological level. Look at it. Price actually reacted to this psychological level. This will tell you that psychological level is a very strong tool that people don't really know. People don't really know. People don't really know how powerful psychological level is. Now I'm still going to give you another example of how I take trade based on this moving average. Now let's start again from London session. I told you guys GPJPY London section. Let's go again. You can see 8 o'clock. Now bam, it's 9 o'clock. Where is the psychological level? Is there a psychological level at this point? You bring out, you check if there's a psychological level. There's a psychological level there. Now let's edit this. Let's edit this. That let's edit this. Oh, going to Telegram. Okay, there's a psychological level here. So one thing now, if you don't know how to use this, if you don't know how to use this now, you will not think to yourself that this is going to be a sell because price gave you confirmation here. But now this is the magic. I've already tell you, follow the trend of the market. If you look at the trend of this market, you will see that the market is bullish. So this confirmation market gives you here, you don't have to take advantage of, you don't have to take this trade, because you already see that this market is bullish, and you want to sell because the market gave you a sell signal based on moving average. This is why I say moving average is only for confirmation. If you want to buy, always wait for a buy confirmation. If you want to buy, you saw a buy from a higher time frame, you come to the 15 minutes time frame, your moving average give you a signal for a sell, don't take it. Wait for a signal for a buy before you go in. Now for me, because I know this is my system, so I won't take this sell. This is a confirmation of this sell, because I know that the overall trend of the market is bullish. So what I do is that I wait, and since price didn't give me any confirmation, I'm not taking this trade. So what I do is either I wait for New York session, or I'm done. I just don't take trade today, this day. I'll just don't take trade this day because there was no good confirmation. Just leave it till the next day. Now look at what happened there again. This is another example. I think I'm going to be closing this live very soon. So I waited. This is 7. This is 9 o'clock, which is London section. Now I'm waiting for a confirmation, and this is the confirmation. Bap. What's that confirmation? The market, the candlestick closed above my blue line, and there is a more confirmation here is that this is a bullish and curving candle. A bullish and curving candle was created here. So what do? I go in for my buy because I'm following the trend of the market. Now this is where I go in for the buy, and my SL below this point, below structure, and 30 pips. Then I go in for my 60 pips. Guys, you can see, if you follow this pattern of trading, it's really going to help you not to take too much trade. This is the best way to trade. This is the best way to of the market. So I'm going to be closing this live for now. So if you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe, because I'm going to be dropping a video tutorial. Because on this channel, what I normally do is that i I drop my I drop videos of my trade, my documentaries, and a lot of things, a lot of forex education as well. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel, make sure you subscribe to my channel, because I'm going to be bringing more forex education to this channel. This is Semgreen FX, and signing out. Thank you for staying with me to this moment. Please do well to subscribe to my channel as well. I love you guys. Bye for now.